I'm going to be ringing the crown chakra singing bowl. If you have sound sensitivity, please turn your volume down now. Let's tap right in, see what storyline Spirit would like to share with you this afternoon. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. The Hierophant in the upright, a religious leader, traditions, values, challenged by, challenged by. So a Hierophant is challenged by the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, the turn of the Wheel of Destiny. In the subconscious, we've got the Seven of Swords, betrayal, theft, deception, dishonesty, trickery, and fraud. So there's a religious leader out here who's a fraud. And they're challenged because the Wheel of Fortune has turned. In the recent past, the Emperor in the upright, an authority, practical leader, respectful, stable, intentions and expectations. The Seven of Wands in the upright, offering protection. This is a leader. Protection. And the intention and expectation is to persevere and provide protection. From this, whoever this Hierophant is. In the near future, so in the near future, we've got a King of Cups reversed, manipulation, emotional manipulation, secretly ashamed, volatile, giving bad advice, and the Two of Cups reversed, disharmony, broken communication, no love, no union. The lens is being looked through. The Lovers, see this Hierophant, whoever this Hierophant is, they're just a manipulative little tweet around love, but the lovers actually gained a victory and they're moving on out. The Emperor is here, offering protection. And these lovers are moving on down the road. There's a deep love, two together. They've gained a victory and they're going to depart. They're leaving. In the environment, the King of Wands reversed. Unpredictable, unachievable expectations, ruthless. Whoever this religious person is, they're ruthless because they see this person. This came out in the read yesterday. This person is in charge of guiding people in relationship, but they like to flip it upside down. They like dishonesty. They like volatile relationships. They like unfaithful relationships. They like the three-party situation. So this is what this religious leader, they're not about marriage and unity and all of that. They're a fraud. They're a big-time fraud. Hopes and fears. The Fool. We've got new beginnings. Innocent new beginnings. And the outcome. Seven of Pentacles. Coming into the reward for your hard work and perseverance. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Three of Pentacles here. So there's teamwork, trying to abuse, trying to cause upheaval for these Ten of Cups. So there's a whole group of people wanting to cause disruption for these Ten of Cups. The little third-party hoe bags that are dedicated to whoever this scumbag is. He's not religious. He's not loyal to anything. He doesn't. This person isn't connected to the Most High God. This person isn't about faithful, loyal unions and the upbringing of the children. This person is about trickery, betrayal, thievery, dishonesty, upside down unions. They're not who they say they are. Compass. So there's a Hierophant here regarding a compass. It could be the Most High in charge of the compass, of the pathways of people, challenged by the turn of the wheel, making sure that these people who are disloyal and dishonest don't get the pathway. Let's see, what's the challenge here? The wheel has turned and they're haunted. They're haunted. So this Hierophant is haunted by whatever. See, this Hierophant isn't a godly person. Whatever they worship and whatever they pray to isn't the Most High God. Whatever pathway they're on is this. And the wheel has turned on trickery and betrayal. He's a fraud. He's a fraud. He's a fraud, a phony, pretending to have purpose. And he's haunted now because of the shit he plays with. The shitty little things he plays with. The Emperor is here. The father figure, he's providing discipline and protection. Stability. self-preservation. He's offering protection so that you can be preserved in this freaking up against this is a wicked person pretending to be righteous, but they play with nasty spirits, committing fraud and tricking people. Here and now. Here and now, this Emperor is here. Here and now, providing protection. This Hierophant is secretly ashamed. They know what they are. They know what they are. They're all about disharmony, imbalance, distrust, breaking up divine unions, sending in Jezebels, succubuses, incubuses. This is what this person is. I'm righteous. I'm a man of God. Oh, no, you're not. You're not a man of God. Grave. They're going in the grave. They're going in the grave. The Lovers are here with the Chariot. They won a victory over this religious fraud. And they're being congratulated. King of Wands is in the environment, a ruthless individual who has unachievable expectations. They're so far out there in the freaking mental body. It's like, oh, I have purpose. I have purpose. I play with spirits and I steal compasses, the pathways of divine unions, and put them in a grave. I have a purpose. Well, yeah, now he needs a body. I'm sorry, but these people are sick. After last night's read and the energy I picked up on last night, these people are sick. They're sickening. They're the most disgusting, vile excuses for men in the world, man. I can't believe they're actually permitted to stay in a man suit, how vile they are. So everybody can see everything. Everybody can see that this ruthless person who has unachievable expectations isn't you. They're not you. They're not. So this person's been dressing up in the energy of a high priestess. They're not you. Everybody can see that this person isn't who they say they are. They're not who they say they are. They're not you. You're the one who's supposed to be in that position. This person's a fraud. You've got new beginnings here, new innocent beginnings. It's time. It's time for the Seven of Pentacles. It's time for you to come into your reward for all of that hard work you did, all of that hard work you persevered through. It's time for you to see the results. It's time for you to see the results of this. You remained peaceful and calm in this conflict. You remained peaceful and calm. You did not go militant. You didn't go rogue. You didn't become an assassin. You didn't want to rip people's heads off. You didn't become a demon When you were attacked by hundreds of demons, you didn't retaliate. You absorbed and you transmuted. And you're coming into your reward. We got drama. Leadership. There's drama in the leadership right now. These people, they think they're leaders, but they're frauds. They're frauds and tricksters and liars and thieves. And they hurt people for fun. Drama. And they're being disconnected. They're being disconnected from their knowledge. They're being disconnected from their knowledge for using the Ouija board, for using these spirits against innocent people. Innocent, creative people. There's even children out here with severe mental issues, and it's not chemical imbalance. I'm sorry. This is a religious witchery. And they do it for fun. Yeah, religion. Religion. Getting real creative about competition. They want to be seen as the righteous one, as the chosen of God, but they're not. They're a little, this is a pimp. This is a pimp. And they don't do one-on-one. They do mass orgies. This is a foul demon. Dressing up in a freaking suit, causing drama in the lives of people so they can take their things. This is a chicken. This is a pansy. This is somebody who has no courage. They work in the shadow. They pretend to be righteous, but they're evil. And this is prophecy. Prophecy has said this is coming out. The labor that these important people have been doing to appear, this ancestry, to appear as this official person, you survived. Your self-love survived. They wanted to crush you under the weight of mental illness. You may have had to experience it for many cycles. With the absence of anyone to love you, no one was there to help you. But you were seen. You were witnessed. And justice is going to be served on this tribe. And you are going to be remembered. You are being defended. You don't have to do anything. Your evermore is here, affecting a change. Affecting a change. Visiting these addicts who are in positions of privilege. This personality has an expectation of communication. They know it's coming. This wise guy, driver of wholesome people. Horse playing around in positions of service with people who are of service, messing with their mind, hijacking their positions, spending all the money and not servicing anybody except for their own phallus. I'm God. I have a penis. Oh, whatever, man. It's disgusting, foul creatures of the night, dressing up in the essence and energy of innocence and portraying themselves as a holy man when they're nothing more than an orgy pimp. The most foul, fat, ugly piece of shit ever. He has no purpose. So the wheel has turned, and they got back. That haunting that they stuck on you, it's on them now. They have to fight it now. They get to deal with it. Maybe they'll get 21 years. If they live, if they survive, if they can manage, but they won't because there's no light in them. There's no light in them. They don't have the inner fortitude to withstand what they put on you because they are darkness. They will be swallowed whole. They're chasing after your pathway. They're chasing after your compass. They're chasing after your position in this cycle. This is a mentally unstable, unfit person. They have no business in the public eye, especially in a leadership role that's responsible for the well-being of others. No. This person haunts people. They sick demon spirits on people. This is a religious witch who's a trickster and a fraud. And they want to escape. They want to escape this haunting that has come back to them after so many cycles. You survived. It didn't swallow you whole. And so now it's going back to them and the wheel has turned. They're here thinking about all of that fraud, all of that trickery, all of that stuff that they did while they were dressed up, playing like they were a righteous man, raping youngsters, gang raping youngsters. Third party. And neglected? No, they're not going to be neglected. They're chasing after you. They don't want to be found. They don't want to be neglected. They're not being neglected. They're getting exactly what they gave. Everything that they put out in the world, all this trickery, all this religious witchery, mental witchery, hauntings and all of that, it's all coming back to them. Their purpose was this. And this, that was their purpose. That's who this person is. We've got the Emperor here with self-preservation of family. Providing protection here and now. There's no neglect. You aren't being neglected by this Emperor. This Emperor is like right here, all up in this Hierophant's face. You are seen as irreplaceable. And it's too late for them to take any action. You've got this Emperor here. We've got reminiscing, inside jokes. We'll have to clarify that. We've got the King of Cups in the reverse. They're emotionally manipulative. They're secretly ashamed. They're volatile. So they're like freaking out all over everything because there's broken communication. They don't have any love unions and they're going in the grave. They don't get to deal with this anymore. There has been a victory for lovers. This Hierophant is a third party. This is his purpose, is to destroy the sanctity of marriage and union. That's what this Hierophant is. His purpose is to destroy the sanctity of marriage and union and to leave the children in broken homes which have been split up and left barren. struggling just to make ends meet. This is who this person is. He's not a righteous man. This is a foul piece of crap. He's responsible for a lot of damage in this world to the psyche of the people, the children especially, that grew into adults, dysfunctional adults. This person's responsible for that. They sabotaged themselves. High expectations, unachievable results, ruthless. They couldn't be you. They couldn't be you, and everybody can see what they are, what they've been doing. They sabotage themselves. You have an innocent new beginning that you can have faith in. It's time. They're feeling your absence. So they're not connected to you anymore. They've been disconnected from you. They couldn't drain your energy. You're with somebody else here. So, and you're coming into your reward. You are as you are. You stayed level. You stayed balanced. You stayed love and peace during this horrific conflict with this religious man who is, you're going to leave him behind. You're leaving behind this conflict. You're leaving behind this religious fart, whatever this fart is. You're leaving him behind. It's like, get out of here. You're no good. There's no love in you. There's no love. You don't have any love for family. You don't have any love for union. You're an orgy pimp. You're a fraud. You're disgusting. And you're going to get what you gave. All the trauma, all the pain, all the suffering, all the lack. And they don't know what to do. Because their habitual pattern is effing everybody and everything to harvest energy and do magic. That's what they do. And this is a new chapter. We're going into a new chapter. We're doing something else. This person is no longer in charge of the family unit. No more training people to go be little orgy whores. None of that. And they're unsatisfied. And they're feeling overwhelmed and stressed out. They want forgiveness because they're a shadowy little snake. And they're in regret because they've been seen as a liar. Oh, this is an unexpected outcome. They didn't think they were going to get caught. They thought they really had their fraud and their acting bit down. They're stuck in the shadows, and there's people talking. There's people talking about your self-love. There's people talking about your self-love or self-love in general. You know, this. In the face of this pervert whose values are all about money. Oh, we have... Let's fix the connection. Let's fix the... No, are you kidding? You're the most foul, disgusting excuse for a man that has ever existed, and you should not be in the house. You should not be in the house. They're in disagreement. They're being held back because they're unworthy. They've been causing so much damage between the people and in the minds of the people. This is not a holy man. They're daydreaming, longing for you. They're being detached because the truth is revealed. And now they want to run because everybody sees them for the fraud that they are. They're an orgy pimp, whore, magician that's been putting mental disturbances on people, even children. Siphoning wealth out of the family unit that belongs to those children. That was his entire goal, was to interject degrade the familial unit. But the Emperor is here saving this, saving the family unit. The Emperor is here and he's like, Hierophant, you're done. You're done, boy. Your little jokes are over. They're worried. They're chasing after you. They're worried. They're haunted in the head. All of the hauntings that they put upon the people are back on them. They're not going to survive long. If they can't dig their way out of this, they're not going to survive long. It's going to be too bad. They want to escape it. So they're trying to find somebody to put it on. Purpose. You're coming into your purpose here at the turn of this wheel. This is your position. This is a skank orgy pimp who probably martyred you last cycle and stole the suit. And decided to go have whatever, weekly orgies to defile the purity of the innocent so that they could siphon the inheritance, so that they could file fraudulent claims against them as drug addicts, as whores, as whatever, when they dress them up in this energy. They've been defiling people, innocent, unsuspecting people, while claiming to be their spiritual counselor, stealing their life path. So, see, you weren't envious. You didn't neglect anybody. They were jealous of you. They wanted your position. They wanted to be in charge. They failed to come against you. They failed in their purpose. And they want forgiveness, but these people don't deserve forgiveness. These people are so brutal and cruel to the children, to the innocent, and they're vile with their sexual activity, with their rape, their gang raping of people. I can't wrap my mind around it. It's supposed to be a religious person. It's supposed to be a holy man of God, and yet they do these group orgy things, and then they get up this energy and then they put it. It's this sick thing. It's a sick thing. I can't get over it. It's like so sickening. And to it's just so sickening. And they're up here wearing their little suit and they're like, I don't know, whatever, man. It's like so sick. They're in regret. They can't blame you. They can't blame this emperor's family. They can't blame this emperor's family. The emperor and his family was able to self-preserve. They can't blame this emperor and his family. They failed. They're remembering all the inside jokes that they were doing while they were raping children and women, men, whatever, This POS. You're seen as irreplaceable. You're here and now. This emperor is offering you protection. It's too late for these ones to take any action. You are here with your emperor. He's all up in this Hierophant's business. He's bringing growth to this adversity, which to me says whatever they put out, whatever they were laughing about, or whatever good time they were having while they were in their purpose, trying to destroy you, trying to destroy love, trying to destroy family, trying to destroy the children of loving married couples. It's going to grow. It's coming back in a big way. It's growing. So some of us, I mean, like for my personal situation, I went through 3 cycles of 7 with these creeps and their little buddies. So when it goes back, because I didn't wind up in the grave like so many of you, when it goes back, it's not just a one-time deal. It's 24/7, 3 cycles of 7 years of consistent and constant witchery, all coming back. All that adversity has grown into a big, bad ball of ugliness, and it's coming back. And they're going to go in the grave. They're going to go in the grave. They can't withstand it. They won't be able to withstand it. It's too big. It's too big. They did too much. With all their friends. It's not just like one person doing it. They had a whole bunch of people doing it all the time. All the time. All the time. They're under judgment. There's been a victory for the lovers. There's been a victory for family. Congratulations. You didn't give up on love. This ruthless, unpredictable person failed to be you. They failed to martyr you. They failed to dress up in your essence. And they failed to do another cycle of fraudulent, orgy pimping. It's not invisible anymore. They can see. They're not you. Everybody can see that they're not you. Everybody can see that they're a ruthless, unpredictable, impulsive piece of jackwagon. And they sabotaged themselves. Death. They couldn't cause you a death, but they got it coming. You got a new beginning. It's time. They're feeling your absence. They have to surrender their need to control. They're all up in their head. They could be in their imagination, thinking, you're coming into a reward. You persevered just as you are. And you are separating from this conflict. You are separating from this conflict. You are a being, you're an empathic person, a being who is of service. You feel good when you can help people. You feel good when you're on the lighter side of life and you're sharing smiles and you're sharing peace. And you're sharing the truth, and you're being honest with your friends. These ones need to surrender their need to control happiness. They have to surrender their need to control happiness. There's their change here, and they're in fear because they're going to be left alone. This is love. We're moving into an abundant period of love. There's going to be an abundance of love. And these ones are in grief because they're being denied. They can't be here. We've seen what they do with loving unions. They cannot stay. We need people who possess gifts of the soul that benefit themselves and others to remain healthy in strong relationships that are beneficial and good. These ones don't know what to do because you're connected to your intuition and you're balanced and you're courageous. And they're guilty of pride. They have to accept your discipline. You're disciplined. And that's why you persevered through this. Steady discipline against vile, atrocious attacks, energetic attacks, witchery attacks, mental body attacks, car accidents, homelessness. These ones are worried. They're worried. They were chasing after your path, and they're worried because the wheel has turned. You are in your purpose, and they're haunted. They want to escape this haunting. They called it up. They called it up. They put it on you. You survived, and now it has to go back to them because they're the ones that signed the contract. They're the ones that have to honor the agreement that was made. They owe somebody a soul, and they want to escape. Mature woman. They failed with their trickery and fraud. This wealthy man is losing the great fortune. He's not wealthy anymore. He's not a wealthy man. He failed. He failed to get away with it. He failed to get away with it. You are not neglected. You're not envious. You are the great fortune. They couldn't steal it from you. They couldn't dress up in it and say, I'm so pretty, so very, very pretty. But they're not, because they're foul. They want forgiveness, or maybe you've got forgiveness because your emperor knows what happened. Your emperor knows what happened. So you have forgiveness. You didn't do anything. These ones were dressing you up. They can't blame you this time. They can't blame you and make you look like anything. They're very concerned because they can't blame you. They're remembering all the inside jokes, all the laughs, all the ha-ha moments when they thought you were going under, when you were gone, when you were just buried under this. They're not an official person. They're losing their status. They're under judgment. They're going in the grave. Imprisonment. There's a victory for the lovers. Congratulations. There's a victory for family. There's a victory for family. They're not in bad health. They were able to make it through whatever these evil people did. These ruthless, evil people did. In a family room. Orgy magic. Everybody sees what they're doing. They couldn't be you. They sabotaged themselves. They couldn't put you in a grave. They couldn't unalive you and assume your identity. You stuck it out. You got protection. You were able to self-preserve. Your Emperor is here. He knows who you are, regardless of all of these third wheel enemies who wore masks and did atrocious deeds in calling themselves you. This person here, this is an evil person. And they were trying to stick it on you with this person. We're righteous. We would never say anything bad to somebody. Oh, we're not going to collect karma. We're just going to treat you so nice, tell you to have a nice day, and then in secret we're going to go slice open the belly of your freaking dog and bleed it all over the place and stick it in the den of hell. You know, and I don't know what kind of freaking kick they get out of this. They got expectations. They're concerned. They're feeling your absence. They're concerned. Their mental body is spinning. You're the gift. You're coming into reward as you are, and you're being separated from this conflict. You're innocent. You're innocent. All this vile, energetic, and actual atrocious acts that they did with their own hands, they covered their own hands with blood of innocence, trying to frame you. But you are innocent. You're seen as innocent. You're being cut off from this conflict, from this thief. The thief is all up in their head about your sudden wealth and your pathway. This whole community is thinking about it. You're the privileged lady and you're with your lover. And they're going in a coffin. They're taking a journey. Because you're married to the main male and you're high honor. You're getting a new job on the distant horizons. You are the gift. And it is seen in the courthouse. It's legal. You're the gift. And these ones are expecting a change. They're going to be facing poverty. Everybody can see that they're not you. They couldn't put you in a grave. So here you are, creating content, you know, singing your songs, doing what you do. You're seen. People can see you. They can see your energy. They can see your essence. They can see your attitude. They can see your love. And they can see that this person who has been pretending to be you isn't you. They stole your pathway and they tried to do it again, but you refused to let them have their way. You fought back. And your family came for you. Your family came for you. Your family came for you. These ones couldn't bury you. They tried. They thought that they had. And like in my case, it was like 3 cycles of 7 years. It was horrid. It was horrid. 24/7. This religious witchery. And it's all going back to them now. Now they get to try to survive it. They're not going to. They won't. Because they're not you. Because they're not you. They don't have within them that which is necessary to even be in this role. They don't have the light in them. They don't have connections to the Most High God. They won't be able to survive this mess because they have connections to this. This is their God. This is what they work so closely hand in hand with on a daily basis. And they do it with these ones, with their orgy magic. That's their purpose, is to screw up faithful unions and screw up the minds of their children so that they are really bad adults, I guess. They were really trying to make the Most High God see humans as drug addict whores. And that was their purpose, was to defile humanity to such a way, leave them drug addicted, homeless, wandering around the streets, not able to take care of themselves, sleeping with. That was religious witchery. This whole thing, all of it, was orchestrated by these people so that the Most High God would look at humanity and say, oh, you're right, they're worthless. Redo. But that's not the case. Humanity has withstood a severe mental disturbance of religious witchery. And you may not know, but if you look at all of the different mental disturbances, just take schizophrenia for one, okay? Over 65% or something believe they are God, believe they are the Savior, believe they're here to fight demons, to help people. So they go. And then what do? They spiritually get in this war with these demons, and then they lose, and they die, and they wind up in a place of suffering. And that's what these people do. They trap gifts with the religious witchery, saying, you're the Savior, you're this great golden light, you need to go save people who are suffering, these crying, screaming children, unseen. And then they go and they get lured in, and then they get in this fight with it, and then they die, and then they get stuck there. But you didn't die, and you didn't get stuck there, and neither did I. And all this religious witchery is going back to this Hierophant, who isn't you, to his mature woman, and all their third-party little hoe bags. They're furious. They're furious. They could not unalive you. You survived. I mean, they thought so many cycles had gone by. They thought for sure you were never going to come out of it. But, whoa, I guess the Emperor is famous for miracles. So you're all calm. You're in your purpose. The wheel has turned. You have alliances here that see you as honest and trustworthy, as a compatible being. And this person is in pride, and they want to escape the haunting that has come back to them. The haunting that has come back to them. They won't survive it because they're not you. They don't have this great light inside of them. They'll be dominated. You're the gift. You're the great fortune. Your Emperor has done a lot of research, and he sees your light, and he offered protection. You are preserved here. You're irreplaceable. You're coming together soon. There's been a victory here for the lovers, the strength of two together. They fell into a trap. They were blind, and they fell into a trap. They can't blame you. They've got a message of concern. The adversity that they sent you grew. I mean, 24/7, 7 days a week, 31 days a month, and 12 months a year for 21 years. They piled this sex magic and all this other kind of magic and all these other kind of hauntings on you. And now 21 years of compacted religious witchery is, boom, coming back to them. And they're stressed out. for trying to rob you. It's like, oh, why did I do that? Yeah, why did you do that? I don't know. But now you're going in the grave. You're under judgment. You're getting imprisonment. You're ashamed. You're secretly ashamed. Probably not admitting it. You gave a lot of bad advice. You manipulated a lot of people. You tried to destroy faithful, loving unions, masquerading as a man of God or a woman of God. And now they're in danger. They're in danger. They're under judgment. They're going in the grave. They're in danger. They will have an accident from some natural disaster or whatever, and they will go in the grave. They're going to be imprisoned in some timeline, some time frame. And they're not going to have love. They won't have anybody to support them. They won't have anybody to drain. There's no love in them. There's no love in them. The strength of two together in love, harmony. Got a chariot here, a victory. These ones are all nutty in the head and arrogant because you're being congratulated. You didn't get sick. I mean, you may have been sick. I mean, but you dealt with it. You rolled with the flow, you know? And they're stubborn. They're like, oh my God, maybe you're stubborn. Maybe you have stubborn will. Maybe you didn't have any skill, but maybe you're stubborn. Maybe you just refuse to quit. Maybe there is a never say never or a never die. You've got a never die in you. Never give up, never give in. Go, 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 go. Reach your goals, reach your goals. Live another day. Be happy. Despite what kind of crap these ones were pouring onto you, be happy. You're okay. You're okay. They couldn't cause you a death. Everybody can see that they were trying to be you and they failed. They sabotage themselves. You've got a new beginning here. You're innocent. It's a blind faith, new beginning, beautiful new beginning, a new opportunity. It's time. It's time. And these ones are feeling your absence. They're very concerned. They're all up in their head with these hauntings and everything. Their mind is spinning. Their mind is spinning about your new family tree. And that this is, and your vitality, your energy, your great fortune, your gift. Because that's what they're going to get cut off. You're coming into your reward. You are as is. You're being separated from this conflict. You're innocent. You're seen as innocent. You're relaxed. You're going on adventure. You have a vow. Live and learn. These ones are overloaded. They're overloaded because you're worth saving. You're a blessing. And you've got eternal love here with your emperor. You're irreplaceable. He's here now. He's here now. These ones are sick. These religious, they're sick and frightened because they've been stopped. And you have earned your merit. You've been seen as an irreplaceable, loving person. And this is fate, self-love. And again, we've got a schedule. It's time for your promise and justice to be served. It's time for your promise and justice to be served. These third wheel enemies are being separated from family. They can't be in the same space. You persevered through loss. And you are shown a mercy, given aid. Your emperor showed up. Your family showed up. And all those who were indulging on your dime, on your energy, in your role, with your name and status, they're being confined. They want to compromise for all the collaboration that they did against you. Why? There's no compromise. It is what it is, but you didn't do anything. You have nothing to compromise with or for. You don't have to accept this, any of it. It's conflict. You're being separated. You're being separated from this conflict. And you're getting married. This is the conclusion. It's a reunion. You've reached your goals. And these bullies have to deal with the mental disturbances that they put on you. It all went back to them. They have to, now that's their reality. While you get to go on to a caring, beautiful family, you get to be a parent. You've gained a victory. And left these religious orgy pimps in a nightmare. This coach. They want to apologize. They're in a nightmare. They're stuck in their head about all of the bribes, all of the temptations, all of the work that they did against you. They thought it was a great idea to go after your reward. And now they want to protest. They don't know what to do because there's evidence of everything that they and their friends did. They can't wash it off. Their strategy was to dominate you and to bind you to commitments. Eternal love. They wanted to dominate eternal love, and their strategy was to bind it to these demons, mental demons. They wanted to bind eternal love to mental demons and, hell. They wanted to bind eternal love to hell. They wanted to bind eternal love to hell. Good news, that was a daydream. Good news, that was a daydream. And these mask wearers need to get prepared. These mask wearers need to get prepared because you are seen as high value, as worthwhile. You're a sweetheart of unconditional love. And they're going through withdrawals. They're bound to their curses. They're furious. They did it though. They have nothing to be mad about. They did it. And you're going to come into your real estate with your partner, with your emperor, and you're going to have sweet dreams. And these ones are going to be homeless and lonely. Perhaps they made you suffer through that. They failed. They failed to assume your identity again. You lived. And everybody can see you here. And everybody can see that that's not you. They were pretending to be you. But you lived and you're out here singing your songs, doing your thing, and everybody can see that that's not you. It's like, who are you again? What? It's like, really, dude? You're an enemy. They can see that this person is an identity thief and an enemy. They're furious because they're furious because they failed. This priest couldn't be your lover, didn't get a love union, and they owe this merchant. They're a servant. They owe this merchant. They thought they were going to sell this merchant this emperor's wife. They thought they were going to sell this merchant this emperor's eternal love. This thief. He failed to become a wealthy man. He failed to cause this emperor to be a widower. He could not take out this emperor's wife. The emperor is here offering protection to her. She's not alone. Pleasure seekers, blind, fell into a trap. Message of concern, they can't blame you. They were trying to rob you with adversity. They're all stressed out, remembering all the jokes and the laughter and the fun they were having with this. The adversity that they brought against you has grown into this huge mass of horror. And they're no longer an official person. They're suffering misfortune. And you are reunited with your friend. You are the gift. And it could just be that you're currently connected in the mind. You might be waiting to become a young woman. And these ones are sighing and in sorrow over their misfortune. They're under judgment. There's a grave here. They're in a natural disaster. They're got to use caution. They're in danger. There's imprisonment. They gave bad advice. They took bad advice. They're secretly ashamed. They're volatile. And they're in a Two of Cups reversed. So there's no love. There's no balance. Messenger. They could be getting visited by a messenger. They are a messenger. They've just found all this out. Maybe I'm the messenger. The lovers are here with the strength of two together in the Chariot here. They're hospitality, being congratulated. They're not in bad health. They're stubborn. They've got very stubborn will. Refusing to give up. Refusing to give up. Because you're innocent. You're innocent. You're innocent. This soldier is like getting all crazy in the head. This soldier is getting all crazy in the head. They're ruthless. They've got unachievable expectations. They're unpredictable. So this soldier is unpredictable and stubborn right now. They're getting all nutty because everybody can see that this enemy isn't you. They stole your identity, this priest, and your position, and they sabotage themselves. You're okay. They couldn't cause a death for you. You survived. They were not consistent. They were inconsistent. Cocky, inconsistent, sure of themselves. Well, they're so accustomed to not really working for reward. They just got lazy. They got, their work ethic is non-existent. They don't have a work ethic. So, yeah, we've got old woman here in the reverse. So it's a younger woman. And we've got wife in the reverse. So they're concerned. They're all stuck in the head. They weren't able to replace you. They weren't able to replace you. This emperor did his research, and he verified and re-verified over and over and over again. He's not going to be tricked. You're coming into the rewards for your efforts. You persevered through this challenge. You have a vow here with your emperor. You're going on an adventure. You're king and queen of that mountain. You are relaxed. You're tranquil, living and learning. You are as you are, and you're being separated from this conflict. You are seen as innocent. You're going to get some surprise money. You're going to get some surprise money. And they need consolation. They need consolation. Because you're seen as faithful and happy. You're seen as faithful and happy. They couldn't turn you into this. You never gave up hope for this. This scholar is sick. They're all up in their head, sad, in melancholy, haughty, in despair even. They're in despair about your wedding. Oh, man. You're going to be so happy. And these ones are going to prison. They're sick. They're going to prison. The Lord is in the house with love. And false foes are going on a journey. They're getting the message. You're a sweetheart. And this is the death, the ending of whatever services they have been providing. There's conversation going on. You're the fortune, or there is a fortune, and everybody has hope for this fortune. Everybody's going to get a share of the pie. Everybody's going to get a piece of the pie. So there's a fortune here, and there's going to be a reallocation of wealth. And so that's what that is. I hope this clarifies something that you already intuitively knew, and I will see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.